Hello and welcome back, and today I want to get smart. It's about time, right? Today I want to talk about smart devices. More precisely, I want to talk about these. This is the Gosund UP111. It's a pair of smart plugs for your home or office environment. Now, smart devices are things that I've talked about on the channel from quite a distance. Over the last few years, I've talked about a number of IoT-based applications and devices from companies like QNAP, and on top of that, with the rise, and I really do mean meteoric rise, of things like Amazon Alexa, Google Home, and IFTTT, if this then that, a number of you are looking for more and more ways in which you can introduce smart or at least remote control areas of your home or business life, and a lot of it can be broken down to its most simplistic form. In other words, how the device connects to the power in your home mains. And there are loads, and I really do mean loads, of mains plugs in your home. So, in preparation for this video, I bought 3 budget versions of these plugs. Now, I say budget, this one was probably a pinch more expensive than the other 2 I looked at. I'm not going to give the other 2 a plug today, because this was the one that was the best of the 3. There was 3 out there. If you go on Amazon and you look at smart plugs, just do it after this video, after the video. Or open another tab, go to Amazon and just type in smart mains plug in your own country or region. And if you listen by relevant reviews, you'll find the same 3 brands that are kind of at the top. And the one that isn't at the top is this one, Gosund, because this one has not been around as long as the others, but inversely, it's definitely the better of the 3. Now, for those that have been watching my other videos, you've probably seen 2 of the others in the background. I'm not going to rubbish them. I'm not going to mention them and say they aren't as good as this and then name them. What I am going to say, though, is of the 3 that I tried, this one was the best, and that's why I'm prepared to name this one. Now, the UP111, it's a very simple plug. I liked this for several reasons. One, it is bloody tiny. It's just that big. They're just small little plugs that connect to your mains plug point. In this case, this is the British one, but they have them for different regions in the world. And once you connect it, that's the setup. That was it. There are 3 different apps you can use to control this device, and again, all of them are available from iOS and Android. As well as that, it hasn't any need for a hub. One of the things I've talked about on this channel for a little while now is this need for hubs outside of NAS. Now, for those that have caught a number of my surveillance videos, you'll know that if you are going to go down that road of automating your house over the network or the internet, you need a hub, an access point, a device that has to mainstay and control everything. So whether that's a network attached storage device that has an IoT or container application, or something like Amazon Alexa, where that's a hub device that basically does all of the control, which is kind of the main point. These, although they support all of those functions, can also be used on their own, which means you can plug a toaster, a kettle, something behind this, or a light source, or an audio source, and then you don't need to have some hub to overlay. You can just use your phone and just on, off, timer, schedule, the works, which is another point worth touching on. The fact that this device and its software supports a number of different features. It supports things like timers. Now, I didn't use the timer function. It was there and I kind of scrolled past it on the app. I'm going to do an overview of the app, and by the way, that was recorded prior to this. But the timer I didn't really use, but what I really liked was the schedule. Now, I'm someone that has a number of devices, NASes, switches, that sort of thing, and a few surveillance cameras dotted around my home that are on all the time. Now, they are things I don't mind being on all the time, but how often do you turn your kettle, your toaster, your microwave, these devices that just sit there on standby all the time? And the idea I could set a schedule so at 10 or 11 p.m, because I'm an early bird, just they're all off, and then 5, 6 a.m, they're on. That to me was cool, and I didn't need the app to stay on to do that. That was just a schedule I created for the plug, and the plug did the rest. And that's what was key. The idea that it didn't need that hub taking care of everything. It was the fact that the device did all of those things of its own volition. Now, on top of that, with the device, you can create bulk profiles too. This is something I didn't get to test in any wide degree. The idea that you can have more than one plug set up in one location, and these plugs can then all be synchronized together. You can give them all profiles and names, and then do one command that controls all of them at once. You can just go all on, all off, or all have a schedule. Now, one of the biggest key examples people use is like at Christmas with the lights, the music, the fireplace, and all of that jazz. I personally would use it for like a breakfast setup where you've got the coffee machine and again the toaster, all the things, all of the devices that you use in a certain period of time to be ready and then disabled when needed. And that kind of scheduling, although it's available on 2 of the 3 that I saw at the top, and once again I'm not going to name them, but if you go to Amazon, I'm willing to bet all 3 are still there at the top over and over again, all listed down. But it's all about energy control and energy saving, because these devices, one of their big ways they try to appeal to people is to do with eco-friendly measures. The idea that you can save energy gradually by on off at different times of day. And this device facilitates that in a number of ways. Now, it also supports, as mentioned, voice control from Amazon Alexa, Google Home, and IFTTT. And what that means is you can give commands to turn on the fridge, which you shouldn't really be turning off, to be honest, or turn on this, or activate this. And with its energy monitoring as well built into that application, there's a number of features and functionality open to you that just aren't available on all of these different devices. Now, I don't expect you to like go with me on this all the way through, because it's still a niche product. Smart products have been around for a while, but they're still niche to a degree and nowhere near as prevalent as the likes of Google Home and Alexa and stuff like that. But what I will say is, if you have those devices already, the smart home devices, for the sake of 10 quid per plug, or a couple of them for like, I think it's 17, 18 quid, I'm sure the price is over here somewhere, it's not a big spend. And if you are thinking about energy consumption, if you are thinking about smart homes, this is another step forward. Because once you've gone down that road, you can get smart light bulbs from lots of different companies. I'm not going to name any. And you've got different devices out there you can introduce into a smart network. Now, I am building gradually my own IoT-based setup using the QNAP, and I am going to feature these 2 plugs. They're going to be in that, and that's a video for much later in 2019. But if you are looking into making your home or business smart, say you've got loads of PCs and printers and shit that you want to power down automatically, this is definitely one for you out there, because you can facilitate an entire office or an entire home for 50 to 100 quid max, and that's kind of important to a number of you out there. And with the introduction of smart light switches as well, you can really create a whole smart environment. Now, it isn't all great. There are, of course, there's always going to be cons to go with those pros. First and foremost, this device, like almost all of the plugs out there, only utilizes 2.5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. It doesn't utilize 5 gigahertz at all. On top of that, the device itself, although it has all the different features and functionality, it doesn't support some of the more niche smart home software out there. And you will have to double check if you're not utilizing some of the big brand home assistant devices. There are 3 apps to choose from: GoSmart, Gosund app, and Smart Life. But on top of that, the device arrives with a 90-day guarantee if you've got any issues, with just instant refund, no questions asked, along with a 12-month warranty as well. So again, I know a number of you out there, 1-year warranty isn't great. A lot of you think 2 years is minimum. I happen to be one of those people too. But given I can't find a single one of these plugs in the market, and I'm including Netgear in that comes with more than 1 year, I'm not going to give them enough stick over that. But this has been the Gosund plug system, and I've got my cat running around here in the background. You can probably hear it. I'm not even going to edit that noise out. But this has been the Gosund smart plug system. We will be doing the software overview of this. I've already done the stock footage of that. I've just not gave it the voiceover yet. But I do recommend these plugs, and if you are going down that smart home route, this is what I'm using. So if that's any use to you at all, let me know. I'm just going to leave my cat in shot. Why not? That's my cat's butt. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that, and I will see you on the next video.